Hey guys, welcome back to Real Geek. Sorry I've been gone for a while. I was, spending time with the family during the holidays, but I'm back at it again with my first video for 2019. So here we go. And speaking of 2019, this video is going to be about the top 10 most anticipated movies of 2019. We're going to sprinkle a little bit of honorable mentions in there too. Starting with number 10 with Glass. Now, Unbreakable was a good movie back in almost 19 years ago. It left a vague ending and it was pretty good. And then when Split came out last year and then the movie was good, and then when M.I.A threw that twist at the very end of the movie, we were like, oh my god, boom! So now we come to the point where we're like, what's gonna happen next? And then we got here with Glass. Basically the third film in this surprising trilogy, I guess you could say. We'll see how it pans out. Next, with number 9 on my list is Shazam. Now Shazam looks like it's gonna be a nice, funny turn to the serious dark tones of the DCU that's been coming out lately. But this one looks like it's gonna be pretty good. We got one of DC's notable characters, which was originally called Captain Marvel back in the day, before it got licensed and got changed to Shazam. It's gonna be good to see a DCU movie being started off with a very lighthearted comedy movie. From the trailers of Shazam, it looks like it's mixed between the movie Big and Superman. Put them together and now you have Shazam. And coming in at number 8 on my list is John Wick 3, Parabellum. Now, I love the John Wick film series from the first one, the second one, and now we got the third one coming out. Not a lot has been said on the plot other than the fact that John Wick is now on the run and everybody in the whole world is not after John Wick. So for him to get out of the situation, we kind of want to see how he's going to fight his way out of this one. They haven't really shown the trailer yet, but supposedly there's supposed to be a trailer coming out this week in January, and I can't wait to see it. Coming in at number 7 is Dark Phoenix. Now it's the 4th movie in the small reboot of the X-Men franchise, starting with First Class, then Days of Future Past, then Apocalypse, and now we have the Dark Phoenix. We saw a little bit of Dark Phoenix back in X-Men 3. A lot of people weren't really happy how it all panned out, but it looks like this one looks a little more promising with Jean Grey being taken over by the cosmic entity known as the Dark Phoenix. Hopefully, crossing fingers, it's gonna be a good movie. Coming in number 6 is Captain Marvel. Seeing this is Nick Fury's secret weapon to Thanos at the end of Infinity War. We are hoping that we can get a little backstory, which is this movie is gonna be an origin story of Captain Marvel and how she's gonna play out. Hoping that Nick Fury's assumption that Captain Marvel will be the saving character to save the Marvel Universe, being that Kevin Feige said that she's the strongest MCU character in the MCU. And we'll see if Kevin Feige is true when she goes up against Thanos, hopefully, or I don't know how they're gonna do it, but let's see how it pans out with Captain Marvel. And coming in at number 5 is Spider-Man Far From Home. Back in 2017 when Homecoming came out, the internet just blew up and everybody loved Spider-Man Homecoming, being it was the first Spider-Man in the MCU. And then the following year we had Venom coming out, and then we had Spider-Man Into the Spider-Universe, which was a big box office hit. And a lot of people are on the Spider-Man hype train. So Spider-Man has had a good couple years so far, so let's keep it going with Spider-Man Far From Home. Coming in at number 4 is Toy Story 4. Now, last time we saw Toy Story Gang was back in, I think it was 2010, so that was almost 9 years ago. How they ended Toy Story 3 was a good ending to it, and we could have just left it at that, and it was, a lot of people tearing up, and it was good. But now they brought it back for a Toy Story 4, so it's kind of vague because the trailer that came out last year was just basically a teaser trailer. Didn't have any plot points of what's going on in the movie, but from my understanding, it's gonna be kind of like a self-discovering for a made-up toy named Forky. So it's basically how toys become toys. I don't know. We'll see how it comes out this summer. Next on our list is number 3, and that is The Lion King. Now, fans have been foaming at the mouth, waiting to see this live-action film being brought to life. After seeing the trailer that was released last year, that was basically shot by shot from the original animated film, the first intro of it, and people are just going nuts over it, and we just cannot wait to see the film come out this summer. Let's just hope that The Lion King lives up to its hype, and it's hard to mess up a movie that's one of our beloved movies from our childhood or from the past century, being that's the highest grossing traditional film ever. Let's just hope that it does well this year in 2019. And coming in at number 2 on our list is Star Wars Episode 9. Being that we still have a sour taste in our mouth from Last Jedi, we can thank that to Rian Johnson. There's a lot of things in Episode 8 that was just maybe addressed wrong. It was just a lot of plot holes. I don't know. It was kind of a mess. I mean, visually it was nice to look at, but they should have just let J.J. Abrams just direct the whole trilogy. I mean, Force Awakens was good. The cliffhanger at the end, anticipated to see the next one, and so they should have just let J.J. Abrams just do the whole thing, which he is now to come back to direct Episode 9, and hopefully to fix the wrongs that Rian Johnson did. But basically, you cannot fix, spoiler alert, killing off Luke. So let's see how it pans out in Episode 9. Now, before we go to our #1 anticipated movie for 2019, I'm going to throw some honorable mentions that didn't make the top 10 list. First up, we got Godzilla King of the Monsters. You know, you can't go wrong. Godzilla was a good movie. It came out in 2014. It kind of reinvigorated, rebooted the whole franchise, and it was a cool movie to watch. And then we saw the trailer for Godzilla King of the Monsters, and being that they show hints and subtle hints of some of Godzilla's arch enemies or most known fights. Mothra, King Ghidorah, and Rodan. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good rumble that King Godzilla is going to be doing. So Godzilla King of the Monsters coming out this summer. Then we got Detective Pikachu, Pokemon's very first live action film. Let's hope that it doesn't bomb, because a lot of video games that transition from video game to movie usually just turn to crap. We got Ryan Reynolds playing Pikachu. Wow, that was like a weird casting choice, but Robert Reynolds is doing good so far. And I've always been a fan of Robert Reynolds, so let's see how he does playing as Pikachu. With the trailer that was shown last year, it looks pretty promising. So let's hope it does good. And last on my honorable mention list is Aladdin. Now, a lot of people are kind of fenced about Aladdin because, you know, some of the choices that they made, being when they showed a picture of what the genie would look like. No offense to Will Smith, I think he'll play a good genie. It's hard to live up to the shoes of Robin Williams, who a lot of people are saying it's a big shoe to fill for to replace the genie. We got a teaser trailer for it last year, and a lot of people are looking forward to it. And it's been over 26, 27 years since it came out. So let's see how it pans out, and let's hope for the best. I think it might be good. And now we come to our #1 most anticipated movie on my list of 2019. And of course, you haven't guessed already. I'm pretty sure you know what it is. It is Avengers Endgame. It's directed by the Russo brothers. It's part 2 of the Avengers movie that, you know, was part 1 was Infinity War. Now part 2 is now Endgame. With the big cliffhanger that they left us in Infinity War, we were all just in shock. We all know it was going to happen. We all knew some of the characters were going to die, but we didn't know we were going to leave at that point. That was it. So it's a lot of people clamoring or wanting to know what's going to happen or how it's going to end, or what just basically there's just a big question mark over this whole movie. And with the trailer that was released last year, it's a very somber, very dark trailer. A lot of characters are still grieving over their friends and comrades. That's all they gave us for now. And the Russo brothers even said that the first 25 minutes of the movie are the only segments that are going to be used for any trailers moving on forward. So, which is good, I think, because it leaves in the dark for what's going to happen, and everything's just, we're going to go into the movie fresh, not knowing what's going to happen. So it's going to be a movie. We can't wait for this to come out in April. Most anticipated movie, Avengers Endgame. And there you have it. That's my list for the most anticipated movies of 2019. What do you guys think? Do you guys like my list? Do you guys think I left something out? Do you just hate my list? I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave in the comments down below. If you haven't already, go and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. I used to post a video once a week when I get a chance to. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.